Hello, I think we might be live. My mic should be getting picked up. All right, great. Looks like everything's good. Well, I'll go ahead and start the stream. We're here at Warp Zone Louisville doing something we do every Wednesday night, which is indie work night, but we're doing it live. So we're streaming the whole process. People are going to be showing up, after their day jobs, coming to the space and just working on games together, collaboratively or on their own, sharing opinions, helping each other out. Something we do every Wednesday, and it's a huge help to us. It's something we get a lot of use out of Warp Zone for. So let me go ahead and show you why we're live streaming it. This week is Give for Good week, with the main event starting tomorrow. Give for Good is an annual event where Louisville nonprofits all try and raise funds during the same time, and that's what we're doing. Louisville Makes Games is a nonprofit, so we're trying to help raise funds to get us a new space and get us set up somewhere. So we'll go ahead and show you. Louisville Makes Games is on giveforgoodlouisville.org. You can see that we have so far raised $557 from our early donors. So thank you very much to all 13 of our early donors, helping to get us closer to our goal. But again, the main event starts tomorrow, and you can also donate tonight if you'd also like to be an early supporter. This money does a lot for us to help us be able to pay for a space where we can do events like Indie Work Night, where every Wednesday we can come in and just have our own place to collaborate, where we can offer camps and classes for kids, where we can host exhibitions for local game developers who really are artists and should be celebrated the same way that artists are in our community. And so that's what we're raising funds for, and it would mean a lot if you could give something to help us with our cause. So tonight, there are already people, I believe, in the other room who are working diligently on their projects. So let me go ahead and switch over to this, but more people will be showing up throughout the night. And while we were waiting on them and they're all getting settled, because we just got started here at this late hour, I'm going to go ahead and just do some work that is here on camera and live. So let's get to it.
Hit the start recording button too.
And we are recording as well. Hey, are you able to hear me and everything?
Oh yeah, you're great.
When I went over to the web browser, were you able to see it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, everything's working.
Awesome. You all can see we've got, down here at the bottom left of your screen, we've got an HD snack cam. You might have caught a glimpse of Alex Garbus rating the snacks. No one will be able to take them undetected, so we've got 24/7 surveillance on those snacks that we're running right now. But let me also see if I can switch here. To a different source. Hopefully that music's not too loud. No, it shouldn't be. Cool. All right. What I'm going to be working on tonight for Indie Work Night is something a little bit different with a tool called Puzzle Script. People who have seen past live streams might have seen me use it, but it's such a fun tool for making games and doing programming in a really easy environment. You can make some really cool stuff with it and also have an easy way to share it. So that is what we're going to be using. Cool. Making sure everything's working. So you can see here on this page some of the other games that were made with Puzzle Script. Puzzle Script has been around for years. as a free tool to make and share web games. These ones look cool, and hypothetically, if we refreshed enough times, we would see a game that I made in here. But so many games have been made in PuzzleScript, it's not really worth the amount of time it would take to do so. But there's a lot of cool stuff here, and everything sort of has the same rough style where everything moves on a square grid, and it's really well suited to making puzzles, which is where it gets its name. But you can make all sorts of things with it. So yeah, I'm going to click here on Make a Game, and that is going to put us here in the editor for PuzzleScript. It might look a little bit familiar if you've seen other code editors, but it runs entirely in the browser, and you'll see if you look down here some shapes of the levels that are here. So let me go ahead and load an example project. This one's just the basic project. So we can press run. Simple block pushing game by David Skinner. So this is sort of the basic PuzzleScript project. Is you've got a player who can walk around like this, who can push blocks. You can undo your moves, and your goal is to push these blocks onto the targets where they're going to live. And then you can progress through different levels, and when the game ends, it goes back to the title screen. And essentially every PuzzleScript game is very similar to that in how it works. Now, let me do something just in case people start chatting here. I like to be able to see it. So let me carefully expand this way. Okay. This should work in theory. But then you can also see the chat. I'll just make it full screen. So yeah, this is one example of probably the most simple game you can make in PuzzleScript. You can just define these sort of different shapes, give them colors. You can define your rules, which to make this game, there's only one rule. A moving player into a crate becomes a moving player into a moving crate. That just means you push crates. So you can use rules to do some really cool and surprising things. Let me find some of these other examples. Zen Puzzle Garden. This one's a classic. So, yeah, there's no boxes to push, but the idea is that you need to cover this entire field in basically your footsteps, but you can't move backwards into your footsteps. I don't know if you all can see that, but my file history drive was disconnected for too long. And you win once you fill up the entire screen. So this is a really different kind of game, but it's all just defined by some super simple rules. Oop, and I've already messed up. See, I'm going to get stuck here. I can't skip that part, or I won't win the level. So, yeah, people make some pretty cool puzzles with this. Find all other kinds. Block Faker, it's got different kinds of blocks you push. Random robot spawner. That's just going to randomly spawn some robots. Yeah, these are all tests. But let me do this. Let me load up a blank project. No, I won't do that. I'm going to load up basic just so we have some actual items predefined. I'll make sure we're still live. Yep, everything looks good. And so I'm just going to, from scratch, kind of noodle around and see what kind of a game would be interesting to make here. I've made a lot of different kinds of games with PuzzleScript, but let's do something really simple and just kind of experiment. It's always daunting to do these things on camera, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'll get something started, and then before too long here, we'll be able to move to a different segment of the stream where we'll be moving the camera around and checking out what other people are working on, because if I move the snack cam, these are not snacks, but these are the people who are also working here tonight. Put the snacks back in focus. Alright, so the game that we make, maybe I ought to just give myself a random theme or something like that. Random theme generator. Go ahead and just give me one theme. That's 3 themes. Good job showing one theme. Apple Tree, Journey, and Highway. Highway I kind of like. It makes me think of a classic puzzle. What's it called? Is it Traffic Jam Puzzle? Rush Hour, that's what it's called. Yeah. Highway makes me think of, yeah, so Rush Hour is it's like a classic puzzle game where you've got cars that can drive forwards or backwards but not sideways, and you want to try and get the key car out of the place where it's stuck inside of. So that could be a cool thing to try and just recreate this, exactly how it works on here, or maybe add some kind of a twist to it. I don't know, but Puzzle Script is definitely good at this kind of game, so Highway, Rush Hour. We'll go with that. I did mean to close that tab, Firefox. Dismissed. We're going to call this Highways. That's all we'll call it. Author, Jonah, homepage. These are sort of the optional things you can set at the beginning of the puzzle script file. My homepage is giveforgoodlouisville.org/Louisville Makes Games. I think that's the link. Or /organization/Louisville Makes Games. Close one. Alright. You don't even have to have a home page, but you can see if I run it, that information all updates there. So let's get just the colors and theme of this game kind of set up. So the background is going to be, let's say, dark blue. You can just kind of type a color like that and it has some predefined. We'll say dark blue and black. And then we can draw the shape that we want that to have. So 0 will be the color dark blue and 1 will be the color black. So let's make it a black center surrounded by dark blue. So it's 5 by that, 2, 3. We'll copy this again. And that's our background now. So we just load up the default game. We see, yeah, now the background tiles, instead of being grass, are now that sort of color. There's no need to have a target in our game specifically. I think there's a sort of an exit that's in Rush Hour. Let me remove the walls as well. And then the players just kind of, we've got to have a player, but for now, they'll be transparent. Crate will be something different. So let's say we're going to have horizontal cars and vertical cars. And then vertical car, blue. But we should probably also give these a little bit of a shape. So if we do that, so that's our horizontal car. It's just sort of a wider block. And our vertical car is going to be like this, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got those things. But now here in our legend, we need to remove all these references to the objects we didn't actually need. We got our player. And here we'll say horizontal car and vertical car. Those should be on the same collision layer. Secret Family Recipe says, "Hi Warp Zone." Hello, Secret Family Recipe. Welcome in. We are raising money for Give for Good Louisville to help our organization with what we do. So please feel free to visit giveforgoodlouisville.org/organizations/Louisville Makes Games and help us out. We're going to be streaming for a little bit, just showing us working on some projects. So it's not just me here, but we've got a whole room of other people hanging in there that we're going to go pay a visit to in a minute here. But I want to continue doing this thing I'm trying to do here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll say that our world is going to be 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, and I think we do actually need a wall. I lied. The wall is going to be blue. Why not? No, the cars are already blue. We'll say the walls are purple. This is going to look ugly, but that's alright. And we need to surround this with walls. We'll say we can assign these shapes to different kinds of objects. So our walls will be at the top, bottom. Now you see this keyboard. There we go. Alright, so now we've got a level that kind of looks like that. We don't need this. This rule here makes no sense. We got no crates. Ooh, I saw a little something. Okay, so this is just our object wall has been defined. Oh yeah, so our wall needs to exist in the same layer as the horizontal car and the vertical car. Cool. Yeah. I hate that color for the wall though. Let's just say the wall is going to be dark blue. We're trying to let more people in. Welcome, Colton.
You gotta show these to the snack cam.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's.
There's the snack cam. I don't know. I think they're kind of just seeing it from a crazy angle. New snacks coming in.
We got cake. Hello. What do you want?
Let's make room here.
There's cake and cookies.
We fixed the snack cam for y'all.
We got a crazy strange snack here in the form of something called apples.
Oh my gosh. Rare snack.
Yeah.
New snack just got invented.
Oh wow. It's like a shader on a snack can.
It's like there's a nice specular highlighting on the apple.
My beard is so very like prominent in the snack can.
They're looking at the trippy snack can. It's on the CRT.
I look like Santa Claus in the snack can.
Y'all will see in a second.
Okay.
Alright.
Got some airport snacks too.
Yeah. Alright, cupcakes.
Oh man. We don't deserve a cupcake.
Have a cupcake? On time of Katie's birthday.
How nice.
These are
Happy birthday,
Colton's
Katie.
special.
They look
So
great.
they're not as good.
Oh, yeah?
This is box cake. Katie makes cake.
Hey, box cake is fine. It's nice and moist typically. So.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up?
What you doing over here?
We're live streaming.
Hello, everybody.
It is Indie Work Night live is the idea.
I want to get the duck floating around.
Hi.
Yep, they can see you in the snack cam. But yeah, we're going to do a thing where right now I'm just streaming myself working on here. I could also just take my phone and walk around the space. So y'all might get surprised to appear on the stream.
So, snack cam, there's the trick to eating a cupcake properly. First, you remove the bottom, place it on the top. And then now, you don't have to get the frosting on your lips.
I never do homework.
I don't know if I'm a fan of this approach, but I can't fault it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's wrong, but I can't articulate why. There's some reason we shouldn't be doing that.
I brought these like Italian candies. They're like caramel filled. I don't really know much about them. There's a teacup in the background though, so I'm guessing they're like good for tea time or something. And of course, Turkish Delight.
Ah. This sucks.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It says hazelnut. Is it like a rocher?
I don't know.
I appreciate you bringing it though. Somebody might like it.
I was on my way and I was driving by lots of pasta and I'm like, well, all right.
Wait a second. Are these all the same or no, they're different?
Is lots of pasta like a good Italian place?
Lots of well, they have tons of great pasta. If that's what you mean.
Okay.
This one
They're
says
not
Cafe
they're not
Espresso.
exclusively Italian.
Oh.
They're like a bakery. So
Do they have chicken parmesan?
I mean not.
Wait, is it not a restaurant?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I think they have a cafe that's open for lunch. I've never actually.
I'm writing.
Mhm.
So this is almond or hazelnut something.
Cupcakes are real good.
I love that.
There's something.
I like the flavor. I don't like the texture. I'm like half and half on it.
Might have had some. Oh no, it was homemade baklava. That's what I had. It varies by. Baklava's great.
Baklava's great.
I might add some Oreos. And zombie Takis.
At some point, we gotta show off all the snacks.
And fucking ranch. I don't know what ranch, but something like
So we are defining the rules for this game. Essentially, the player is just sort of a dud object for us. It's going to be invisible, but it will exist, and it's what allows us to tell what the user is inputting. So we can say if there is a horizontally, let me write it like this. So if there's a horizontally moving player, and then somewhere else there is a horizontal player,
Now we get it.
then what should happen is that player should continue moving horizontally, but that horizontal car should inherit the same horizontal direction. Same for vertical car. So we'll just replace the word horizontal with vertical here. Vertical is a keyword built into Puzzle Script. So once I do that, I'm going to add in a horizontal car here, a vertical car here. Now let's see if this works. Yeah, the vertical car can move vertical and the horizontal car can move horizontal. They're not able to push each other, they block each other out. So the rules of this are getting pretty close to the real Rush Hour game, but there are a few differences here that I think are kind of interesting. If there are, go into the level editor, multiple different cars, we will control each one of them simultaneously, and there's nothing we can do to stop that. That's kind of interesting. So that's kind of a different twist on the way that Rush Hour usually works, where you can move cars individually. So it can be less cramped, but you've got to be particular about where you put each car. Interesting. And let's say that our goal is going to be the same as Rush Hour, which is basically that if you have all the cars yeah, let's say you've got to get all the cars out of the play field, basically. So we'll define here an exit, which can just be transparent, and then we'll give that a letter shortcut, E equals exit. And then we can just start putting exits into the level. We build, and be sure to give it a layer, the exit, and the whole game breaks. Okay, no, that works. Then I can go to the level editor, select the exit, and put it there. All right, and so, yeah, in these types of situations, maybe I should reconsider the exit thing, because that ends up making it pretty similar to regular rush hour. But you know what, for now, let's try this. I think this is interesting. Let's see what it's like. Now that we've got these rules, let me just add a win condition, and then we can see what kind of levels you can make with this sort of unique set of rules for a puzzle. We'll say that the win condition is no, the win condition is some, well here, let me do this. Let me set another shortcut in the legend. We'll say car equals horizontal car or vertical car. And so our win condition is some car on exit. Okay? And let me test if that works. So the exit is up here. There we go. Okay, and that makes you win the level. And so then it would go to the next level if we had more levels. Okay, interesting. So let me see what kind of levels we can cook up with this. This is one of the things that's really cool about PuzzleScript is you can just kind of have this idea and just start playing around with it, and very quickly all the rules are working, and you're able to just start building levels in sequence with each other and seeing what kind of interesting puzzle ideas come out of it. So usually a good place to start is just, what's the smallest level that we can make that's still a little bit interesting, and kind of teaches you how to play. So let's make one that's just 2 by 2 in its initial area. That, what I can do is, I named an object V, but this is a keyword. Don't do that. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to do that. What we can do is say, there's a horizontal car, there's a vertical car, and there's the exit. Okay, and so then it prints out our level here. I'm just going to copy that. We'll say this is kind of like a level 1. Like, there's really nothing amiss here. It's just, you see left and right does nothing, up moves this, and then you're able to move that out of the way. So it's sort of like a lock that you open up with that. I just realized there's something I should put in the prelude. Run rules on level start. That'll just make it so that the player exists on the first one. Because we don't actually place the player into our levels, because the player isn't a real object. We just have a rule that says if there's not a player on the screen, put a player on there. And so that does it the first time it applies the rules, so we need the rules to apply at the very start. So this is like the simplest level. Let's just go one size up each time, and then just make whatever kind of interesting thing we can. Or 5. We'll go to this, 2, 3. Alrighty. Now we'll say well, let's actually mirror this. Let's make it so that this time the vertical car needs to exit, because then that kind of tells the player that you just want to get any car out of the level. So obviously a car will need to start here. We are going to start. This gives me an idea for something else interesting. We can do kind of like this, and then let's actually make this a little bit larger. Erase all that, and then, and then take the exit and put it there. And so then we've kind of got something that requires a few more moves to solve, but not many. It shows you that sometimes you want to get the vertical car out of the way, but you can move these cars and kind of press them up against the walls. Okay. It's interesting. So it's not much of a change, but you can at least start to see. Let me see this. We could put some more walls on the inside. What does this do? Yeah, that sort of forces you to go push that to the left. And then, what if we did something different than that? What if we put this here? Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so this kind of level. You have to move this to the right. No, that's not good. That's nothing. Yeah, if we put this. Is this anything? You could just move that to the right and then it would all be solved. So let's say you actually need to do this. Well, then what's the point of the guy down there? Nothing. So we are just going to go ahead and remove him. Okay. So this can be like a level 2. Oh, okay, that's an interesting problem. What it does is every frame it basically removes the entire set of everything that's going on and replaces it all with players. So let's do this instead of that. Let's say if there's no, that's not a keyword, I forgot that one. We'll say no, we'll say no car, no, it's no horizontal car or vertical car or wall should become player. And no, it's no, not the word or, it's the word no. Alright, cool. So this should make it so that levels save themselves the way they're supposed to. Yeah, so it'll put a bunch of players in there, but it'll also have the parts of the levels. Now what's going on here? Seems like there's no... Now why is it... I can't move the objects anymore now. I messed something up. No horizontal car, no vertical car, no wall should become player. So let me just put some players here. Try that. No. Maybe naming an object V has caught up with me now. That's ridiculous. Players on a totally separate layer. Let's just say that everything should have a player on it. No, it's still not working. No player should become player. Okay, I think that's the difference. That's really interesting. So anytime that there was a player that was moving, it would just get deleted by itself. So we need to say no player, no horizontal car, no vertical car, no wall should become player. And if I do that, then everything works fine. Okay, that's really interesting. So what this rule was doing is anytime that there was even just a player, it would overwrite it with a new player that didn't have the movement the player should actually have. That's annoying. But hey, at least now we know. So, yeah, we got 2 levels here that don't really have a lot to them. Also say, no exit. And there's sort of always this point when you're making a puzzle game, on the fly especially like this, where you start to think, I don't know how much more I can do with these rules unless I add something either more complicated or change up the way that things work. But let's see, because maybe there's something more you could do here with this. The idea, I think, that everything has to move. Here's the problem that I think we're having, is that the fact everything has to move together is interesting, but there's no reason to not get things into a kind of like sync with each other, right? Or get them out of it. You know, it's usually not going to be beneficial to have one thing in one place and not another. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I think there's other puzzles you can make with this that would be really interesting. I need to think through how that would work a little bit better. So let me do another increase in size. So we did a 2x2 or 3x3. Let's just do a 4x4 size level and see what we can think of. 6, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we've got this level to work with, and there's sort of a thing you have to do in Rush Hour where you're pushing cars around. You can move some cars out of the way, but then they get in the way of other cars. So we've sort of just done one-way traps where there's something in the way of one car. So let's just like tie a knot of cars is basically what we're gonna do. So let's say this is the car, we'll start there, that needs to exit the level. But it is being blocked by this car, whose movement is being blocked by this car, whose movement is being blocked by this car. This is in the way here. And so, what does this do for me? You gotta move your main guy out of the way, move this guy down, move him down again, I guess, move that guy out of the way. Okay, this is interesting so far. Yeah, so let's say you had to move this guy to the left. That kind of creates a little bit of a problem that you face here. So you gotta move. Oh, but yeah, we also need to have him be blocked. You move him to the left, him down. He needs to go down twice. Both these guys can then move to the right. I'd like for there to be like one extra move. Or, okay, I just undid some of the building of the level. So we'll say move left. Save this level. What does this level look like? So like this. You go like this, 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 this. That's pretty good. I like that. That's really cool. Yeah, so this is the starting point of the level. That was sort of accidentally kind of cool. See if we can like tighten it up a little bit. So yeah, there's, you know, that this guy wants to get out. This guy's blocking him. This guy's blocking him. This guy's blocking him. So you move him out of the way. You move him down. You could do a few things. You could move him to the right, like 2. That doesn't really do much for you. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're just going to want to push him downwards, him downwards, left, down, down. Yeah, we could, there's an entire, we're kind of just not using Oh, we're using this half of the level a little bit. Maybe I'll put another block there, and then that kind of makes it symmetrical. It'll look a little cooler. I like it. Okay. So we've got 3 levels here, and we can play them start to finish. Puzzle script real quick. So you see you can move a guy out of the way and move another guy there, move one guy out of the way and move him there. Then we sort of do a more advanced version where okay, we did that in a little bit of a different way. Oh wait, didn't I? Yeah, I think I missed something up here. I think I changed something about the level. I think I need to put, yeah, him right there. Yeah, this is cool. And then that kind of better illustrates like the lock structure that I want here. What on earth? Ooh, where did the guy on the top go? Where did the guy on the top go? That's bizarre. Yeah, is this right? Because, yeah, we want to... No, it's not looking. This here. Yo, what's up?
How you doing?
Doing well.
Hi. Yo.
Let's see. This does... I feel like I'm making the level worse every time I make edits to it. What on earth am I doing? Yeah, because I can just move that out of the way and then move him down and then... I don't know. Yeah! This puzzle is an interesting one. Not quite sure how to best handle this. Do you know what might help? If I took a quick break from this and maybe showed what some other people are working on around this space. I think that might be fun. So that's what I'm about to do. We're going to take a camera, move around the warp zone, and show what other people are working on tonight. So I am going to put us on a brief break and be right back with you when we're ready to do that. Testing.
Oh, yeah,
Testing,
main
1, 2,
microphone's
3. Yep, main microphone's working.
Oh wait, switch to click on the scene now that you're in it. Doing some live troubleshooting here, folks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thumb camera.
Phone camera.
Camo. Video capture first. Click audio in, like add, and then do a audio input capture.
Yep. Audio up. We're gonna add. This is it.
Right, or on top audio input capture.
Okay.
And then okay. And then click. Microphone camo.
Already.
And then. Oh wait, you gotta hit transition. It's weird. You gotta hit transition again, even if you're in the same scene.
Okay.
Am I producing audio? Hey, it works.
Oh, what do you do?
Don't worry about it.
But I gotta know these.
The secret
You can
is
hear me and see me.
impossible, I know.
Can you hear me? Can you smell me? Can you touch me? Can you taste me?
We've got 2 out of the 5 senses working. So
That's not enough. You got a 100% sensory input.
yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is that we've figured all that out. I can move you all around live and kind of take you around Warp Zone and just show you what we're doing on Indie Work Night. So this is the front of our space. We've still got it a little bit set up. We had a super cool concert last night from Aaron Cloutier. It was really incredible. And so we had this set up sort of like the NPR Fest, if you've ever seen those. But yeah, we still left all of that there. Then we've got our stream set up here. Streamception. Got our TV. Bunch of stations for people to work at. We've got Alex browsing the snack table.
Yeah, things. You got cake. You got. I don't want to try the Selena Gomez Oreos. Like I don't want to try a snack named after a person.
Yeah. Wow. People always bring, something really thought-provoking, like zombie Takis. Things like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to think of
Man,
this
look
one.
at this thing. I don't know what this is or how they got this set up like that, but let me make sure we're still working. Yeah, it works. So this is the back area of the Warp Zone. Restrooms are down the hall on the first left before the kitchen. Y'all don't need them though. We got a projector here, storing some things, and then people working on their games. We got Colton.
Hey.
Hey Colton. How's it going?
Doing alright, how are you?
I'm doing good. You know what this reminds me of? I remember years ago. Did you see the video I sent? I recorded an Indie Work Night like 3 years ago, and you were one of the people there?
Yeah.
That's
I think I
legendary.
remember
That's how long this has been going on. It's no joke. But
that. Been around for a minute.
absolutely. What are you working on?
Look, I'm at a show right now.
Oh, that's no problem. Looks like you're doing a lot of coding.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of coding. I was playing around with Mirror and Unity for networking some stuff.
I've heard
I
that.
was just trying to get a proof of concept going. Let's see how busted it is right now. I wasn't quite ready. I have to open another editor window.
Okay. I can come back to you, but I've heard of Mirror for Unity. I'm curious to see how well it works. Some people have had success with it. I've seen it work pretty well. That's cool.
Yeah, my goal is just to get 2 computers connected, but also able to find each other on different networks. So like, I was wanting to pair it with another technology, like Steam has a thing, and Epic Games has a thing. So right now, if I play the game, you get a menu, and you can play. And then you can be the host, and the other person join, and you can set the port and stuff. Start the game. I don't know if this is gonna work right now. It kind of works. So I have a character. They just play like a default animation now.
That's cool.
But then this person can join. Now you got another one. So this guy moves.
And they
this guy.
join.
So that's really all I got.
Nice.
But I was working on just. I need it to look nicer than this. So that's my next step.
Those menus look pretty nice. Is this multiplayer for Spellcard Academy?
I was considering it, but I have nothing to talk about at this time.
Okay. Nice. That's very under wraps. But if you want to see Spellcard Academy, you're gonna have it tomorrow on the stream, right?
Yeah. Come back tomorrow. For more
Absolutely.
information on my game.
Yeah, and you'll see the version that's beautiful. This is the early version.
Yeah,
This is how we start them.
it's just fooling around on a Wednesday.
Oh yeah, learning about networking. Nice.
Thanks, Jenna.
Yeah. EJ, how's it going?
Hey, how are you guys doing? So, right now I am working on a road editor for a trucking game that I plan on making one day.
But it's like
As you can see, it uses radio review mapping. It took me a while to do that. And this is what you can do. You can click on various... Shoot! It's kind of glitchy right now. Normally it would work. It would show a road around here that would be like a circuit and using splines.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get it to work for a road for the truck to drive over, and that's what I have going on right now.
That's pretty cool. I've messed around with like Catmull-ROM splines.
Yes.
Is that the same algorithm that you're using?
Yes, that is what I'm using.
It's an interesting one. Yeah, it's an interesting like math problem to take
Yes.
a series of points and then
Yes.
make the lines smooth.
Yes, smooth out, interpolated between 2 points, and basically draw a road normal, like using the cross product of the up direction and the forward direction of the spline, and then draw the vertices between that. That was very difficult. I had to use Gemini in order to help me write the mesh code. I ain't messing with that. I was using my own mind and Google and fixing things via just figuring it out. That's what I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Keep it in mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey.
You told me you were trying to fix a bug earlier. How's it hanging?
I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have, I guess I can show you this duck I have.
I'm excited.
I made a game called Click the Duck a while back.
It's a classic.
And I want to convert that into a dancing game. So I'm messing around with computer vision to do that because I want the game to be able to detect the player.
Like the Kinect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, right now I have it to where you can tracks an object, and the duck moves with the object. But that's just prototyping. The ultimate goal is to feed live music into the game, and the duck will move based on the music.
Nice.
And your job as the player is to jump on the duck. So it's tentatively called duck dancing, but
I like it. So I'm trying to imagine in my head. So it's like I'm a person and I'm standing here, and then I look at the camera, and the camera shows under my feet there's a duck moving around. Yeah. And I jump all over to try and like jump on the duck that's on the camera.
I'm imagining it would be projected on the floor, and you dance that way.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's logistically possible.
Projector. Oh, true. Maybe it's put your shadow on the duck. Hit the duck with your shadow.
Yeah, I mean it could be something rough and still have fun.
Yeah.
Or I might end up using like an infrared camera, so I can just totally skip lighting conditions.
Yeah. That's cool.
So, but there's the duck.
That's
That's about the only interesting thing I have to show at the moment, unless people are interested in like Python code.
Yeah.
I'm using Pygame.
Oh, cool.
And I was inspired to use Pygame because Alex made like an OpenCV Pygame thing recently for the Hackers Party. And I was like, it makes total sense that OpenCV would integrate well with Pygame because
they're both Python.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I've never used Pygame before. It's fairly approachable.
Yeah.
Once you get past the virtual environment barrier.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think it's a cool idea. I know that you and me both, Glenn, we both work in the framework Love
Yes.
a lot of the time, and so that's a framework where it's really you don't have much of an engine. It's just you write the code in your preferred language, and then it makes stuff happen. I would love to see tools like that for every language. You know, things like that, like Bevy for Rust,
Yeah.
Pygame for Python. So it's just whatever you want to write code in. There's just a tool that can sort of give you the basics that you need to make it work as a game. So that's cool. I haven't heard much about Pygame.
So I guess I could show you like something visually interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This might be the old shitty version.
FPS 10.
Donuts?
Well, this is not the right version of the game, but this was like a thing I made a while back that I was sort of returning to. I think this is the one. Nope, that's not the one. I don't know.
That's
where it
cool,
is,
though.
But yeah, I'm messing with audio reactive stuff and,
Yeah.
and computer vision and trying to make a game with that.
Nice.
Like the duck dancing game. Hopefully, only the beginning of my dive into that.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. That's kind of like a common trend so far is that it's like everybody here is we're messing around with the technology that we want to learn a little bit more about and then learn more about it by making some cool games using the tools.
Like I want to make games that require more than just a computer or a game console.
So that way the user has to pay more money for the accessories, right? No, I'm joking.
Well, you know what? When VR got big on the scene, I was part of me is turned off by VR because it's so inaccessible. You have to have lots of money for a headset, and then you better hope you don't get motion sickness.
Yep.
And then you better hope you have 20/20 vision. And then so there's just all these finicky factors with VR that make it silly, in my opinion. And I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool to just project imagery in a room?
Yeah.
The same as VR, except it's literally projected.
You don't have to strap something to your head and try and balance it.
So it's like I want to go down that road.
Yeah.
ultimately. So
A lot of what makes VR so cool is like the stuff they do with hand tracking and controller tracking that changes the kinds of games you can play. So yeah, you can just extract that from the clunky headset that you've got to like strap to your head and hope you don't get sick from. But very cool. Thanks. Yo, Alex.
Hey,
How you doing?
doing swell. How are you?
I'm doing good. You working on anything at the
I can go ahead and show you. I do have something I'm working on here. So this here is a game I've been working on called Mega Man 2.
Nah, this guy's lying.
No, it's a game I've been working on. It's a sequel to a game I made a couple years ago called Mega Man.
Your uncle works at Nintendo, right?
He works at Nintendo. He's the guy that told me that Mario is going to die in a new movie.
Yeah.
He's gonna be replaced by his son, New Mario. But yeah, so you got these like 8 bosses. You can choose. You can fight them in any order. Let's start with Woodman. He's my favorite because he's made of wood, and I'm a big fan of wooden objects like this wooden table. But yeah, see, you can jump, you can shoot, jump, you can kill. There's a little bunny. I hate bunnies, so I'm gonna kill it.
How to put all this together?
I don't know. It just came to the dream.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Well, everybody, tune in tomorrow because y'all don't know Alex is cooking up some stuff, and it's not just Mega Man 2.
It's not just Mega Man 2.
He's cooking up some new stuff, not just the classics.
I'm also Mega Man 3 in development.
Yeah,
Mega Man 4.
it's all queued up.
5, 6. Mega Man 7, I don't know about that one. I don't think that one should exist.
Yeah.
Mega Man 8 definitely shouldn't exist.
Yeah, so you're just gonna stop it there?
7's great.
Good call.
The final boss of 7 broke me. I uploaded a short.
Snack cam.
2-day-old pizza.
2 days. That's not old enough. It's not aged. Y'all aren't pushing it far enough. Alex, how you doing? I saw you playing around in a VR headset. That looked fun.
I was trying to figure out which controllers went to which headset because I just threw them all in a box.
Yeah.
And didn't label them. And we were giving one to somebody to borrow to work on some dev stuff at the moment. And that was stuff that we could do here at the Warp Zone TM.
Yeah. We've just got, due to some lucky circumstance, we've got several VR headsets. So when someone needed one, we can just, let him hang on to it. So.
No renting.
No?
It's borrowing.
Yep, exactly.
No fees.
Just to help people out. It's kind of like the tool library.
Like if you needed to, you could borrow Glenn. Come to your house, whatever you need.
Yep.
Whatever we need.
Glenn is
Just
available.
bring him back.
Yep. Just bring him back to the space when you're done. Good work, everyone. Keep it up.
Thank you.
So that was a little bit of the tour of Warp Zone and the people who dwell within it. Let me poke my head outside. What's going on out here? Jennifer Lawrence. Yep. Alrighty. All right, y'all. We are back on the main setup. Well, that was cool. Didn't know it was possible to do that, where you could just stream from your phone like that to your computer. Technology is crazy. Mega said the Selena Gomez Oreos are fire. I'm gonna have to try them. Gotham City outside, it is. It is Gotham City out there. It's pretty scary. Nah, not really. All right. We open up chat here. All right. You can probably hear them a little bit. That's a good thing. All right. Refocus the snack cam. The snacks are being depleted. You have tried them. I have? Let me try the Selena Gomez Oreo. Alright, let's see.
Hey! New victim.
What did I do?
Cold brought cake and cupcakes.
And Selena Gomez.
We got Selena Gomez in space.
Those were pretty good.
Official.
I tried one. It was.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
We got these crazy fruits. They're called apples.
Yeah. Pink lady. Nice. For cake.
It's a proper dinner.
Mm-hmm. That's a feast.
Cupcakes and Turkish delight.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing good for you here. Except knowledge and learning and having fun.
Fun is learning.
Yes. And learning is fun. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch back over to this, the game we were trying to work on. Now that I've taken that break and interrogated everyone else to figure out what they're working on, I might be ready to figure out what this level is missing. Not quite sure yet. But first, anybody who's watching, we are streaming to raise funds for Give for Good Louisville. You can visit giveforgoodlouisville.org/organization/Louisville Makes Games. We've raised $557 so far just for early donations. The real Give for Good main event starts tomorrow. So don't miss that, and feel free to donate if you're able to support what we're doing and other nonprofits are doing in Louisville. So, this level, the issue I think I'm having with it is a common issue I have. It's a little bit too easy. Yeah, so it's a little bit hard to know what to do about this. You know, do we need a different kind of car to mix something up? You know, what exactly do we need? Because here's an idea. You know, as crazy as this might sound, maybe we do change up the rules here. Maybe we make it so that cars can push each other. Or is that too crazy? It would change the game a lot. That might be a good thing.
Oh wait, they're both the same? Oh, these are the same thing?
Okay, what if I were to put a block here? Now I'm just making small tweaks to this level. Put that there. Put that there. Okay, what kind of level is this? I'm really just messing around and hoping for the best. Player thing. It's annoying. Wall. We're going to do a different solution. We're going to say the hashtag equals wall and player. I'm going to remove P equals player entirely. And I'm going to remove this rule that creates players. Then we just got to fix these levels. Dot, 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 exit. Really riveting commentary. So, yeah. I think making the cars be able to push each other might do a little bit too much to change things. That kind of goes against a lot of what Rush Hour is supposed to feel like, basically. I've kind of lost the plot with this one. They're playing some kind of music over there. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's shaking the room a little bit. Let's see. What we've lost here, I mean, let me just kind of start this process over. This is in the way of this, it's in the way of this. So let's try. Yeah, let me try this. Let's make this a long car. And we'll put this here, I think. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. So we're gonna move this to the right, this up, this to the right. Yeah, that's kind of interesting so far. It's not bad. You can also move this out of the way. I don't know. Now I feel like if I move this here, right, this to the right, now I'm curious because I'm just wondering, is it possible? That might be one good way. Both cams are snack cams. Thanks, Eve. I appreciate it. Let's see. So, there was something I was trying to do here where I thought it might be interesting if these two blue cars need to stay separate so that this can fit away from this later. But I'm not quite sure that's how this is worked out. So, I move that up, it doesn't enable anything. I can move that to the right, I can move that up, and that just kind of traps us. What I could do, let me undo a little bit, and then if I were to put a wall here, that kind of creates an interesting situation. So now we have to untangle it like, move that to the right, that up, this to the left, then to the right. Nah, that's not good. Yeah, right, up, right is interesting. Yeah, so there's some interesting things you could kind of construct with these rules, but I'm not quite able to see all of them. You could do right, up, right. Like, it would be interesting if this were somehow in the way now. So let me try and make that happen. So if I move this here, I can put this here.
It's awful and unintuitive and slow.
Right, up, right, down. So I can kind of get this out of here by just doing a little bit of that. But I think the essence of what this puzzle needs to do is it needs to illustrate the concept that sometimes you don't want to join these things together. I think that's an interesting idea. So if you got these started out like this, you can move them back and forth, but then once you've got them together, there's no possible way to separate them. Yeah, there's no possible way to separate them once they've gone together. So we could kind of do that by making it so that these are something that's like farther down. It'll be like a final obstacle, and this is basically like sort of like a logical constraint that makes it so that you can never press left or right 2 times in a row, and that could do something interesting for us. We can make it so that it would be, you know, very easy to press right. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. But no, then you could, if you pressed right 2 times in a row, you could easily bypass that. Let's see. I am really not sure about this. We kind of just run out of ideas here, but we've got something kind of interesting in terms of the rules. I think I might just be a little bit too tired to make all of this make sense right now and make it into some interesting levels. So what I might do is this right here. Okay, save this level as it is. And you know what? I can call this right here. This is highways. Oops. You can see how you could add more levels that make more interesting things happen, but right now we've got basically the simplest game ever. You can just do a little bit of moving around. Okay? So that's highways. They're doing something interesting in the other room. Let me see.
They didn't have an English word for it at the time. So it's well, even the whole boomer movie that had a boomerang, right? Yeah. I think Metroid works so well. Whether it be live action or animated,
Yeah. Hey, Scott.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome in. All right. Here we go.
Here we go. Muting the main microphone. All right. Should be able to hear things and move around.
Princess Peach.
Yes, also Princess Peach.
Sigourney Weaver could play Ripley.
Sure.
I mean, come on.
It's gonna take a minute for it to catch up.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Vivian is gonna go as Ripley for Halloween.
That's crazy.
Ripley or
In the loader suit?
Yeah.
Are you gonna build a loader suit?
So Lauren got her.
You want to be a good dad.
Lauren got her the jumpsuit and the wig and a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
So.
But what about the big yellow loader suit? The back.
Oh no. That's too complicated. But the jumpsuit comes with all the patches to be ironed on.
That's cool.
So for some reason we allowed Vivian to watch Alien.
Nothing wrong with that. Good role model. It's true.
I saw a joke casting for an Animal Crossing movie where they had Jennifer Lawrence as Isabel, and I'm like, oh crap, I want to see that now.
God.
Like, I just want to see what that would be like. I don't know, it probably wouldn't be good, but like, I don't know. I just want to see that.
Yeah.
I was just outside. We have a giant sign of Jennifer Lawrence right outside our building.
Oh really?
You never seen it?
I don't think
Look
so.
to the right. It's out. It's
It
right
just
out there. Yeah.
disappears and
Yeah.
blends into the.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
the only,
If Jennifer Lawrence
the
is
only photo
watching.
of her where she's dressed as Isabel too.
If Jennifer
That's not
Lawrence is
true.
watching, we could use some of your money
Yeah. Yeah.
to save Warp Zone.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Or your local.
That's Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah. She's from Louisville.
I know she works with Fun for the Arts.
Mhm. And we're in Fun for the Arts building. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Not the big.
Mhm.
75 in here.
There's so many dang people.
Oh.
It's just how it is. Too many people running Hey, switch Pico. Hey, let's cool it off in here.
Yeah, well.
Oh, cool. So
I keep forgetting that.
yeah, it's 78 alcohol in, and that very obviously will prevent any really making a difference in here.
Let's change our rules. So now every exit needs to have a car on it. Doesn't change any of our existing levels, but it does change up what we can do with future levels. I think it makes for more interesting opportunities. So let's see what we can do with that. There's probably going to be some kind of a puzzle in there where there can be a twist where it's difficult to get both into the finish line. I'm going to make one change there. Let's say that a moving player needs to become a stationary player. Cool. So if we make that change, move all this around. Cool. That'll actually let me copy out this level. Okay, so let's say instead that we've got two exits. Boom, boom. This one here, this one here. And we can make a sort of gate where
Your display capture isn't on.
oh, thank you.
Did anybody try zombie talking yet?
What? So what is it?
Here, now you can actually see what I've been cooking up this whole time.
Bucking Ranch.
Yeah, make a sort of gate. Win condition satisfied. Oh, there's no exits. Now the win condition is not satisfied.
Snack camp, snack camp, snack camp.
Stack camp. You're not showing the game. Thanks, Eve. I should have been reading chat. That's my problem. So, yeah, this is a kind of gate where one of these guys at a time can pass through, so you can kind of just let the first one and then the second one. That would cause you to win. But what can we add on top of that that makes this more interesting? We can use that to make it so that they leave at different times. It's kind of interesting. You know, and I think it's also interesting, what if, this won't really make a whole lot of sense initially, but what if I just put a second room on here so your exit could be more visually prominent, where we'll say that an exit's going to be purple. 2, 4, 5. Boom, boom, boom. Dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. Yeah, so that's our exit, and so can't like let them get out of sync. That doesn't quite work, because then you could just go to the exit and then easily beat the level. So let me see about... I can make it so that there's a little bit more room over here. And something blocking this thing. That's kind of cool. So just adds a little bit more. So you got these two guys, you're gonna move one of these out of the way, you're gonna move the other one out of the way. But if you just do the bottom one first, then you've got them kind of like lined up. Go like this, you would have to line them back up. Yeah. Maybe there could be a thing where you have to do the top one first. Is that possible? Maybe it's only once you move this one out of the way that you're able to move the bottom one. How could that be done? You could... I could make it so that it just kind of starts here. Yeah. It's kind of like cheating, but it works technically. This level just kind of shows you the way that that works. So yeah, you bring this through and then you bring this through, and then you realize you need to bring this back down so you can synchronize them. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Yeah, so you send this one out of the way. You're going to necessarily have to line them up if you can't line them up down there. So you got to bring this guy back down to line them up. Hey, that's cool. See, I like that one. I think sometimes it's hard to know what kind of things will make good puzzles. A lot of time, especially when I'm just making easy and simple puzzles like this, you don't want to even stump somebody. A lot of time you just want the first thing they think of to not be right. I think sometimes that's how simple the difference between a puzzle and a task can be, is that it's just, a puzzle is something where your initial assumption was wrong. Just for a second, kind of like a magic trick. And in this level that works by, you're like, oh, let me bring this guy to the exit, now let me bring this guy to the exit, and I'm done. Oh wait, I'm not done. Well, now I need to, oh, this guy was in the way, now he's a tool to synchronize. And so it just kind of, it surprises you the smallest bit. It's not a super insightful puzzle, not a demanding puzzle at all, but there's something interesting in that aspect right there. Cool. So let's try another level. I kind of just think it would be interesting if I were to try and make a level where the shape of it starts like this. So say 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're playing some music over there. I'm trying to mute my music to make it not interfere with theirs, but oh hey, I didn't see the Twitch chat. Give me that donation link at Garb on the Cob. I can give you the donation link. It's giveforgoodlouisville.org/organization/Louisville-MIGS-games. Let me see. Well, let me send that to you. Alright. There you go. That's the link. Give for Good Louisville. Didn't realize I could send on the chat like that. I think that's sent in Twitch and YouTube. That's cool. Yeah. Raising funds for Give for Good, which is an annual event that benefits nonprofits in the city of Louisville. Louisville Makes Games is a nonprofit. We aim to promote video game creation in our city by doing art exhibitions, classes, camps for kids, all sorts of things like that, all enabled through our space, Warp Zone, which we are in right now, which we host Indie Work Night in every Wednesday, but this time we're just doing it live. Now hold on here. Eve Northrop gave $50 seconds ago. Thanks, Eve. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. So yeah, we can see. Oh, that's cool. The giving activity. We can see anonymous, but they're not sharing the amount. I didn't realize that was on here. Well, thank you so much, Eve, for the 50. I really appreciate it. We're just getting started here. We're sort of in the pre-event, but tomorrow is going to be a much longer live stream with, honestly, a lot more cool stuff going on. Right now it's kind of impromptu, just showing what we do on a regular Wednesday night. Tomorrow we've got some really cool things lined up. We've got people in the industry who have made some really cool games, showing those, talking about their development. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to be streaming all day tomorrow, so tune in anytime and you'll see something cool going on. But yeah, thanks again to Eve. I appreciate the donation. I don't have notifications set up for donations, so I'll have to keep an eye on chat. Alan said gaming. That's right. You're welcome, MetaJ. Thanks for asking. Alright, so this was the most recent level we did. Now I'm thinking to kind of mix it up a little bit. We can do something where it's like, you need to get a vertical and a horizontal out of the room. You can kind of just start them here. You just start putting stuff in the way. You know? So yeah, I can make this sort of like not set up. You know, let me do this. Let me start by doing this setup, pushing it as far as it can go. And then after that, I'll add in the vertical. So there's basically, okay, you're able to skip that part. Not for long. Let's say, oops. There we go. So we can move. I'll just say this. What we need to do is move this up. We'll also add this. So it's up, left, up, right. And so then we could do a thing where we kind of moved all of those up. So we'll want to move that down. So it will have moved up at that point. Up, left, up, right, down. We could go, yeah, so it's going to be right and then down. And then, ooh, I like the idea that, so I've sort of tied this initial one up in a knot. Then I can make it so that one of these ones that was trapping the previous one can be the one that escapes. I like that idea. Let me reset everything back to how it was. Started out like this. Okay. Let me save what we've got so far. Yeah, can I make the knot move like to the left? Kind of my question. What if I did this? How crazy would that be? Okay, yeah. I'm just sort of moving a whole bunch of stuff out of the way. Oh, these two locks are symmetrical. Oh, that's interesting. So if I move that to the left, it moves that to the right. Okay. I can't quite do that. So let me do this. Let's say instead that this goes here, this gets removed, and then this is 2 blocks long. Yeah, how's this? How'd that get there? So now what we need to do is we can move that up, that to the left, that up, that to the right, that down, this to the right, this up, and I'm missing a wall over here. One wall there, and that'll be pretty interesting, I think. Yeah. I can still do the thing where I have 2 exit, but this one is just kind of interesting on its own. It's like you have 2 knots that kind of interact because you have to slide everything at the same time. That out of the way, that over there. Now, hold on. So yeah, we gotta get this up, this down. No, I did it quicker last time. Yeah, and so then, yeah, it's kind of interesting. What I should also do though, just something where what if I were to take this, you know, and or to take this, is this possible? You know, we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Oops. Did I even set this up right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna use that to block that. This goes there. This goes there. Oh yeah. That becomes a huge problem unless you... Oh, shoot. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't think this is possible. Okay, I cooked a little too hard and I burned it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Unless I'm missing something. That's always really exciting when you make a puzzle and you're like, no, it's impossible. And then you're like, or maybe it's really hard, you know? We'll see. It's really hard, then let's go. But if it's impossible, that's disappointing. So you can kind of sync that up with that, and I can go ahead and just get him in the exit. He's out of here. I can move him downwards, and then I can just move him to the right. Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. I like this version where you just kind of do all of this stuff to sort of get this guy out of the way. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's all right. And then maybe we make it a sort of a separate thing where we try and get everything. We try and get like 2 exits. Maybe that's a different kind of idea. So what if... It's kind of cool. Yeah. There's an issue with... Yeah, you could say what if both these things need to, like, get out of the way. Could be like, that moves down, that moves left, this moves down, this moves right, but then this needs to move this way. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. A little bit. But what do I need to do to make this a little bit more interesting? You know, what if I did kind of like a symmetrical thing? I can't quite make it symmetrical. But I think there's an interesting idea there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what if this was here? You could just kind of move them up and out of the way, couldn't you? Yeah, move all this down. Oh! Oh my gosh. Then your first move can't be down. You gotta move that up first. Then down. Then left. Then not down, but up, and then down. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the idea of that. That's like a move that I hadn't thought of, where you need to deliberately move everything else up so you can move one thing down without squishing the other things that you don't want to go together. That should be kind of like its own puzzle. So I feel like it's almost like I'm wasting it by having it included with several other concepts, but I don't think that's the case. I think this is a pretty cool one. Do these really have a point of existing, though? I mean, this is just impossible, isn't it? Right. Yeah. Move. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Alright, get all this out of here. Dude, this is kind of a cool level. Yeah, it's decently simple. We're gonna move this out of the way. No. You gotta move this up, then you gotta move that down. Then you gotta move that left, move it up, then you can move it down. Then you gotta move it right, then you gotta move it up, to the right, and then you're able to move it down. But you gotta move it right first, and then you can move it down. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that one. That was totally not like what I set out to do when I was trying to make a puzzle there, but it just ended up accidentally being very interesting. The idea that you want to prevent these things from joining, and so that forces you to do like these extra moves to put things out of sync with each other. So yeah, you can kind of see how this game is like, it's kind of like Rush Hour, but it's got a little bit of a different take on it. Like I've seen a lot of games and a lot of puzzle games that do that thing where it's like, oh, you're controlling multiple characters at once, so you have to manage both their movements and get them like synced up with each other. And this is doing a similar thing, but with the concepts in Rush Hour. So, do we have 6 levels, or did I include some fake ones in here? This was a real level. This was a real level. This was a real level. Yeah. There's 6 levels here. They're decently easy, but I'll be willing to call that done. And let me correct this, though. It's Louisville makes games. So, yeah. This is what we're doing. It's giveforgood@louisville.org/organization/Louisville-makes-games. And we've reached 9 o'clock. I think our scheduled time we were planning to do roughly around 7 to 9. So we might be coming up on the end here and maybe just doing some more work on our own over here, just quietly. But let me do one more thing. Let me do a final fly through. You saw some silliness going on earlier, but they look pretty locked in now. Don't tell them I said that. Alright, let me switch to the phone camera. Bottom mono.
Can you hear me? Yep.
What a time capsule. Oh, and of course Pepe's there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not including that one.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
We're probably wrapping up the stream soon. We're read it from 7 to 9. How's it going in here?
Very good.
Thanks for
Nice.
running the stream.
Yep.
I love Katie's husband's cake.
Yes. That would be Colton. is Katie's husband.
Hi.
Katie's husband's cake is like a better Celine Gomez's Oreos.
Yes. Absolutely. All right. Well, this is Indie Work Night. We just kind of showed it live, but this is what we do most every Wednesday. It's just people working together on a sort of accountability system and opportunity to collaborate and help each other. And it's a lot of fun. It's only possible because of Warp Zone. So if you can, donate to Give for Good to help us continue what we're doing. It's not just this, but a whole lot more that we're doing to try and benefit the city of Louisville. So that is giveforgoodlouisville.org/organization/Louisville-makes-games. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, and that is it from us. See ya.